Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 17th to the 29th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. Now, let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Ooh, fantastic. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Interesting. Put this down. One more card, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading. Okay. This is interesting and very empowering. So we're entering into Pisces time frame, right? February 19th to March 20th. So what we see here is that as we enter into this time frame of Pisces, there's a lot that we're going to be carrying, but there's also a lot that we're going to become cognizant of, Sagittarius. We're going to become aware that there are burdens we need to put down, that there is energy that we need to move forward in. And we're going to start kind of sorting things out and seeing where we are overwhelmed and seeing where we are empowered. And this has us embracing the magician, which is standing before the altar of our existence, claiming our gifts, our power, our tenacity. Now, our heart has been put on hold for a little bit, and it's been around a wish that we have had, like something we have crossed our fingers for. And there's a sense, I want to say, like, it's almost like being tested. But there is a real sense here that spirit is saying, like, okay, to have faith in our hearts and to be able to follow what we love and to be able to embrace love completely has been something that has been very difficult. And whether it's difficult, it's going to be difficult for each person for different reasons. But we're going to see it during this time that we've been afraid of letting a healing forward because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to feel too much, right? It's all going to be just a bit too much. Now, the magician takes all the gifts. So this is a gift from God, Source Spirit. However you see the divine, the universe, we're crowned by the Ace of Wands, which is a gift, again, from God, Source Spirit. However you see the universe for us. So this gift is emotional, right? Aimed at the heart chakra. This gift with the Ace of Wands is aimed at us because we are represented by the wands in the minor arcana. Doesn't mean that both these gifts aren't aimed at us. They are. But this one, the Ace of Wands, is much more natural for us to take and say, like, oh, I can move forward this way. Oh, I got this. Oh, I understand this. So that's going to be very empowering. Here, with that blessing of fire, tenacity, determination, focus, creativity, we can find that this time is highly creative for us. It's highly intuitive for us. We can really feel like we're moving forward, but stepping into our emotions completely because we've had a wish that we've had for quite some time, maybe our whole entire lives, and it has felt like it's always just been pushed out a little bit, a little bit. Now, it can be that that wish has changed over time, but it is also the sense of being afraid, of really letting ourselves step into our own power. And here, what I love the ending of this, and my spirit said, one more card, right, is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is us taking this gift. Now, because it's reversed, it's on hold. It takes a little bit for us to see it, but we start to become a student of what we really want, of what we really wish for, of stepping it forward and putting it forward and saying, this is my heart, this is my soul, this is myself, this is where I need to be for me. And that's the game changer here. So if we have water sign energy in our charts, if we have Pisces energy in our chart, it works wonderfully for us. If we have Pisces energy in our lives, we are going to see that they push us forward in a wonderful way. Now, be it if they don't always have to be the most wonderful person in our existence. So if you're saying, I have Pisces in my life, but I don't like them much, which I'm hearing somebody say, Spirit is saying, like, they don't have to be that influence of being your best friend, but it's that influence of pushing you forward and getting you to the next level, like leveling up in a video game is very much what I'm seeing here. And the heart, we're starting to become students of our heart and let our hearts move us forward and let our hearts be an integral part of our lives and ourselves. And that's huge. So many people in this world never connect with their heart, never connect with what they love, never connect with themselves at all. So with the Page of Cups, this is also water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We are going to see ourselves being students of our passion, of our love, of what we desire in our lives, of also our inner child, and really looking at our heart, really looking at ourselves in a way that we haven't before, because we've been disappointed. And this is a scar, this is a hurt, this is a pain that has been with us for a very, very long time. It's not like, oh, I got disappointed, things didn't go my way, and now I'm throwing a hissy fit. No, this is a scar that we've carried for quite some time, and we're going to start seeing it. The pages also say, connect with your inner child. Connect with your inner child around what you love. Because I'm telling you that there's a good number of you listening who loved when you were younger and you lost, right? And you can say, well, that's just normal, but that pain hit you hard. And then opening up the heart again was like, oh no, I've already been down that road, or it's harder to do. And so during this time, we're going to see ourselves healing. And if we do the inner child meditation with taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and see yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that kid run into your arms, saying to the child you were, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. It is okay to feel your feelings. It is okay to be sad, to be happy, to be scared, to be joyous. It is okay. Your feelings are never silly. They're never stupid. They are always valid. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And just sit with that. If you need to sit with that for a moment, pause this, sit with that energy. And if you're okay with that, because I feel that it's a huge release that's coming forward. And it's like, oh, now I get to be me? Like, oh, now I get to see my glory and my brilliance? Like, it's this huge relief, and it's emotional. This gets me emotional. And it's like, now I'm set free. And that's huge. That's huge. It's not like overnight you're going to become a millionaire, but it's like, oh, I can remember my dreams. I can see what it is that I love. I have validity in this world. That's a big thing. We don't think it is, but it is. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So, oh, and if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of March. So good luck to everyone. Don't be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box, telling you, whatever, like congratulations or whatever. It is not me. So go and check out, but go and check out the video when it comes out on the 1st of March. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. I have, for a limited time offer, a mini reading being offered, so check that out if you are interested. So let's see here, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And this is relax. Yeah, it's knowing that you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you have. And there's just a need here to relax, to breathe, to center yourself, to say, it is okay. It is okay to not always be on guard and not always be on watch. And that is going to be very, very important. Just relax. Just breathe. Let's see what your chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is Earth Mother reversed. So this is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. And with the Earth Mother reversed is saying we need to ground ourselves. We can be a little bit untethered during this time, a little bit like a kite flying in the wind, which is fun and great, but we do need that tether. We do need that grounding. That is going to be very important. The Earth Mother reversed is also saying, what is your nature? Like, who are you? What do you want? And grounding yourself in the realization of you, of where you need to be, of where you want to be, of what's important to you, of what isn't important to you. And you're going to see yourself changing. You're going to see yourself as you ground yourself, as you take those roots, right? As you plant yourself and ground yourself, you're going to see yourself stepping into you more and more and more. You're going to see yourself being like, oh, and standing taller and being stronger, right? Within your own body, within your own self. And I know somebody's saying, I don't need to be any stronger, but it's being grounded. It's having that really complex root system, like a pine, right? Is it a pine? No, it's an oak that starts growing its roots first. So you don't see any growth of the tree like by the naked eye, right? But it's all underground that the roots are going. And that's what we want to be. We want to be that really sturdy oak tree. And let's see what Spirit has to say for us to be mindful of. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Hermit. Hermit reversed. We're running away from ourselves for one reason or another. This can also be negative Virgo energy, time frame, August 23rd to September 22nd. And here with the Hermit, it's like, it's either the sense of I'm running away from myself, or it is the sense of everything's too intense, right? And so I'm just going to go out and have fun. So we can run away from ourselves by sitting in our house and not doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? Focusing on how we need to move forward. Or it can be that we're going to the next thing, we're going to the next thing, and we're being super extroverted, but something's still always missing. So just be aware of that during this time, because the Hermit is like, I don't want to look in. When the Hermit is reversed, I don't want to look in. I don't want to have the Hermit time. I don't want to quiet myself and step into myself. It brings us to the Ace of Wands, which is crowning this whole entire reading. Again, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of passion, of tenacity, of inspiration, of creativity. There's a real fire. There's a real spark to you during this time, Sagittarius, that is opening up the door, that is seeing you move forward in ways that you hadn't imagined that you could. And you're going to see your fire start to shine. You're going to see yourself start to really, see talents within yourself that you had dismissed. And now you're like, oh, I can do this. I can do that. And the thing during this time might be, staying focused on the talent that you have that you want to present. And it's like, okay, the next talent. You might bite off more than you can chew. So just be mindful about this, because it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I see it. And we can have sparks of genius, of brilliance during this time. And it's like stepping back and saying, okay, just because I see it, right? Write it down, plan it out, organize yourself, and then move forward in it. We then have the moon, and the moon again is Pisces energy coming through. So this change of seasons from Aquarius season to Pisces season is going to be a good transition for us. We are looking at the ways to fly forward. We are looking at gathering up. It's like we're gathering up luck, which sounds like an odd thing to say, but we're finding ourselves being more, having luck on our side. And that's a really good thing. Now, we are, of course, ruled by Jupiter, so we do naturally have luck on our side. But there is a sense of being set free, of liking the quiet of things. So do be aware of that. You like the quiet that moves you forward. There is a sense of deeper awakening within you, and a deeper understanding of where you want to be, of how you want to move forward, of what it is that you desire. But there's also a facing of fears, facing of angers, facing of frustration, facing of, the fight, flight, or freeze response that we all have as human beings, and seeing where you stand within it all, and seeing how you're moving forward in your power and in yourself. You're facing a lot of fears that have held you back, and that have, you've built those walls around your heart. And now it's time to let go. We're coming to a completion of a cycle when it comes to our career, when it comes to our passion, when it comes to what we want within ourselves. And we can see ourselves becoming a lot more serious, a lot more driven, a lot more focused, a lot more insightful than we were before. We are going to see that it's going to be very natural for us to take on it's either the responsibilities of others or just even the emotions of others, like the stress of others. And Spirit is saying here, really remember the relax, remember the calm, remember to step into your power, your insight, your understanding, and lessen the load that you are carrying. It's too much. And it's too much, it's just going to be too much. And Spirit is saying here, let yourself breathe, let yourself relax, let yourself see you. And as you start to see you, you start to become more aware of, where do I want to be? How do I want to move forward? What is it that I desire? And what gifts have you been carrying, Sagittarius, that are your divine gifts, right? From the universe, your special gifts just for you, that you just think, oh, that's nothing. Oh, that's normal. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because you're going to be seeing here that it really, really does. And it steps you into the magician. It steps you into standing before the altar of your existence and saying, this is me. This is what I want. This is what I desire within my life, I would highly recommend making a vision board. Making a vision board and just saying, these are the pictures that inspire me. This is what I want to work for in 2024, like either to accomplish it and achieve it during this time, or even just to, see yourself moving forward in that way. It's like, this is the goal that I have, and this is the path that I am on. A vision board would be so beneficial to you, because I see you as more of a visual learner, as more of like, needing that visual reminder of things. And that's going to be highly beneficial. The magician is also having the gumption to say, this is what I want and this is who I am. And it's really releasing everything else. It's releasing the ego, not completely releasing the ego, because we still are who we are, right? We're still human. But it is saying, I'm not living to impress anybody else, but I am living to be in the sphere of my own existence and in the power of myself. And claiming all our gifts, claiming our tenacity, claiming what we desire, seeing ourselves probably for the first time in a long time as somebody who is capable, who can move forward, who has the right to dream, the right to take up space, the right to claim your voice. And it brings us then to the Ace of Cups reversed. God, Source, Spirit, again, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of love and of healing. We're like, well, wait, not yet, because I know I'm going to cry. Like, I know I'm going to cry. I know it's going to be overwhelming. I know that I'm looking at this and just, I'm literally holding back tears, where there's the sense of, I know if I release this, it's just going to be, okay, well, then I release this hardship and I release this, and it's going to be a lot. Spirit's like, yeah, I know. I know. But it's going to be so worth it. There needs to be a release of the weight of the world is on my shoulders, of my heart doesn't matter. And it is a seeing of what we love, of what we want, of what we desire in our lives. And we're going to find that we're standing in pride within ourselves. It's time not to be afraid of our hearts, yet we have been. There is something that we have lost, that we have loved, that has greatly affected us. And it doesn't matter if you're sitting there and saying, oh my gosh, it was my pet bunny when I was 5 years old. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think, oh, that's ridiculous. Everybody's like, oh, just buck it up. If it was traumatic to you, you deserve to see it and you deserve to honor it within yourself. The meditation of going to the inner child and connecting with your heart and validating your emotions when you were small, when people told you to buck up or be quiet or sit down, that's important. Or even if they said, I understood or I understand, and they didn't, you knew they didn't, it is also important to see yourself, to embrace your heart. It moves you then to the 9 of Cups, because this is having a wish. But it's almost like, I can't have my wish. I can't have what I deeply desire because I don't trust it emotionally yet. I don't see it emotionally yet for me. And so there's the wish that we have, the thing that we say, this is what I really want. But emotionally, it's terrifying. And so looking at ourselves and saying it's okay to dream, it's okay to wish, it's okay to embrace what you love and have it be like honey melting on your lips, right? Have it be that sweet, beautiful surprise coming into our lives. We deserve it. There's something here that says, I'm not worthy, I haven't struggled enough, or I haven't done everything right. Nobody has. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's a jerk at times. Everybody, every single one of us. It's called being human. You don't need to be perfect. What you need to be is moving forward in love, in peace, in harmony, in grace. And it moves you. It moves you to having your wishes be around you. Here, she's just so contented. It's like, I have my life, I have my glory, I have my grace, I have my beauty. Like, I'm good. And even the bee, is a sign of prosperity and success. I'm good. Here it's reversed. It's like, I don't have it yet. I'm always struggling. I'm always working. I'm always, pushing for it. But if we start to open up our hearts, it doesn't mean that we still don't have to go to work. We still don't have to, do our thing. But it does mean that we start to see the beautiful things that are around us. And it's like, oh, I do have this. Oh, I do have that. Oh my gosh, that is a blessing. And it moves us to this time. And we're going to see the Pisces time period, the full Pisces time period for us is going to be being a student of our hearts and saying, I can embrace what I love. I can embrace love. I can, find passion and beauty in the oddest and most brilliant of places. And this isn't just, romantic love. When spirit says love, it doesn't mean a romantic relationship, though that could be what we want. It's friendships. It's connections of the heart. It's moving forward in love and in beauty and in really seeing ourselves. And that's going to be a very important thing. And that is a very important thing for us. So here with the Page of Cups, we're going to find that divinity speaks to us again in the oddest of places, in the most, absurd ways. But we start to listen, and we start to listen to that joyous, laughing child within us that says, I'm going to find fun, even if I'm sitting, in the middle of this boring, doctor's office, waiting and waiting and waiting. You know how little kids can find reasons to giggle when it's just you know, a boring place? That's what we're going to be doing. It's like reasons to embrace our laughter, our joy, looking on the bright side of things, even when it seems like we're in this boring waiting room that we're never going to get out of. We are. And emotions are going to lead us forward in a way that it's like, oh, let me discover this and let me see that. And what about this? And we're opening up our heart. And it's guiding us in true feelings and in true grace. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, and it's celestial. You are more affected by the state of the world, by the movement of the stars and the planets than you realize, Sagittarius. And respecting that within yourself is going to be so important. It's like, okay, I'm sensitive. It's not a curse. We might not be a total blessing, right? Either sometimes, but it is who I am. And I see that and I respect that within me. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is the sacral chakra. This is the chakra of creativity and sensuality. And here we have inspiration. And the sacral chakra is saying to us, it's time to be inspired again. It's time to see the joy in things again. It's time to embrace the beauty. It's time. Embracing our sacral chakra, tapping on our tailbone and also on our kidneys. Okay. If you just hold your hands like this and tap, 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 is going to be highly beneficial for us. But saying what inspires me, what brings me joy. There's almost an automaton sense to things, like, a rut, like I have to do this, I have to do that. What about bringing back the inspiration? I know it's long days and it's hard and, life chugs on, but there's taking time to see moments of beauty and moments of glory and just absolute inspiration to guide us. And that's what we need. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. It's a tower. We've been through tower times that have dragged us through the mud. A tower time doesn't have to be something negative, right? It can be getting married. It can be the birth of a child. But for us, like, people might be congratulating you left, right, and center. But for us personally, emotionally, it's hard. It's hard. And adapting to it and having this changing world be around us can be astoundingly difficult. So it's looking at ourselves here and showing ourselves grace for the tower times that we have been through. And maybe we didn't handle it perfectly, but we handled it the way we were supposed to. And so we embrace the change and we find ourselves still moving forward, but also moving forward with more insight, with more knowledge, with more compassion, with more beauty. And it brings us then to our subconscious tarot message. This isn't about going out as much as we want it to be about, embracing the external. This is about connecting with the internal, with the Three of Wands reversed. This is saying, what do I need? Where do I stand within myself? It's not getting distracted by the outside world. It's becoming profoundly aware of yourself, what you want, where you're headed, and what you desire. And it's having that rough plan. A vision board would be amazing. If you don't like vision boards, then kind of like jotting it down on a notepad, but have it somewhere that you can see. Make it like art in your house that can be there and just inspire you, or a picture you can put on the background of your phone or the lock screen that just inspires you, and see where that takes you. See how that moves you forward, because it's going to be a great thing. Instead of being like, it's just another day, I'm just trudging along. It's like, no, I'm working towards something amazing. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. Love you all. God bless. Bye.